Welcome to the edition of Let's Play Farming Simulator 2013 on the Serbian farm. Alright, so today we are going to do a couple things. We have fully harvested our canola. Did part of it on camera, did part of it off camera. So it's been harvested, as you can see, has not been cultivated, and we still have our Ford sitting here with a little bit of canola, so we're going to go ahead and put that in our silo. Then we're going to go ahead and sell that right now because canola is still on great demand. Where am I here? There we go. Still on great demand, so we're going to go ahead and sell all our canola that we have at the moment, which should give us a nice little bit of money. Last time we sold 6,500 liters worth of canola, and we got $16,000 if I remember correctly. And this time we have almost a full tipper worth right there. So as you can see, we got our fence set up and ready to go. It's almost full, so with this little bit left of our canola, we're going to go ahead and fill that tipper up. We should have a little bit left over, and we'll see what we'll do with that. Alright, so before I get in the fence and hop over to the Gibi, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, to sell the canola, basically. Let's just say that. We're going to go ahead and drop this quarry wagon off. Let's put it back where we found it. So we had it in the coverall over here. Do a little bit of a U-ey. There we go. Got lots of space. Drop that off there. And we're going to pick up the cultivator and start cultivating, because our current seeder does not support no-till operation, unfortunately. So we're going to go ahead and have to cultivate first. But that's okay. We don't mind that. Some of the suggestions in terms of goals that were raised not too long ago were... Oops, cultivator. Some of the goals suggested, were to use only the seeds that I produce in-game and the fertilizer that I produce in-game. So for example, only liquid manure or solid manure, and only the seeds I produce in-game. Definitely going to use the goal of only do organic matter, so for example, liquid fertilizer or solid fertilizer. In terms of the seeding, we're going to try and fulfill that particular goal, but unfortunately it's not something you can start off doing, because not every seeder that you pick up will be able to put seeds into the seeder. So for example, the current seeder we have right now does not support... I tried it off camera with another save game I have of this, and it didn't work properly, so unfortunately I'm not sure... Yes, I do own this field, come on now. Unfortunately it did not work, so I'll have to figure out... Alright, we'll start on the other side then. Apparently we don't own that side of the field. I know there's part that we don't own, so I don't know where it ends though, so... Let's go ahead and drop this. Do we own this? Yes, there we go. How much do we own? Oh, so we can go right back there. Perfect. Alright, so let's just get it started. There we go. Anyways, so one of the things... Let's just hop out. One of the things that we're going to run into with that particular goal is that not every seeder does allow you to drop off seeds from a chipper of some sort, which is unfortunate. So I'm kind of on the prowl for a seeder that will allow me to do that. Now, as far as I understand, I believe Sour Grapes has suggested a couple mods that could potentially work. A couple from American Eagle Modding, I think it's called. I'm going to check those out off camera, and I believe the Duke Farming air seeder does work as well for the same thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and try that off camera. Is this in a group yet? No. Let's put it in group 3. So I'm gonna go ahead and try. I'm gonna try that off camera. However, those are humongous seeders in comparison to what I have available to me. I don't have the money to buy the Duke farming seeder, and I know that thing is expensive to run, especially if you hire a worker. Because I've tried it off camera on a different save game. I think I was playing on one of the German maps Landwork Extreme, I think it's called. I was trying it out on there to see. And it does work, but it is a bit expensive, so... Oh, it's got in-cab sound. I didn't even know that. Let's put it to cruise control level 2. Maybe 3. We'll do 3, but halfway. How about that? Nothing too crazy. We are carrying a batch of canola. Need to keep my map open. All right, this will work then. So yeah, that's what I'm kind of running into a bit of a conundrum because I haven't found any smaller seeders that will allow me to do this. So if you find any smaller seeders that do allow you to fill them via some sort of train's coming. Slow down. By like a tipper wagon, for example, an overloader wagon. Let me show what I'm talking about here. Tippers. So, for example, what's a loading wagon? Am I really this far off from tippers? I guess I am. There we go. So something like this, for example. Something like that to load into a seeder. If you know of any mods that do, or seeders specifically that do work like that, let me know, and I'll check them out and see if I can work them into the season. I tried with the Alice Chalmers seeder that we have right now, and it doesn't seem to function that way, unfortunately. So maybe it was just the overloader I was using to try it with, but yeah, I don't know how that would work. So I'll have to keep an eye out though for that. I don't know if there's any mods in FS-UK. There actually aren't too many seeders in general well, just any mods in general that are seeders. So, oh, I don't want to go here. What am I doing? I want to back up. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Wrong place. So yeah, like I said, if you find a seeder, let me know. I'll check it out. One of the other things I thought about when thinking about this particular challenge is that the particular seeder I have right now would work only for seeding and not for fertilizing. So that's another interesting problem I would run into. So I couldn't fertilize with that current seeder, but I could seed. So that's another interesting aspect that I thought about. And the problem I'm going to run into right now is the fact that I don't have any manure of any sort from the cows that I don't have at the moment. And I could get pigs, but pigs are on the far side of the map. And so are the cows. Well, the cows aren't too far, I guess, but if I were to course play, I would need to have a transporter as opposed to anything else. Alright. What do we weigh here? 23.23 tons, apparently. Let's just drive over to the tipping station here. Let's make sure we're properly tipping. There we go. Let's see how much we're at. 12,000. It's 20,000. Oh, that's a lot more than I thought I was going to get. Jeez. So we're at 64,000 now. That's a lot more than I thought we were going to get. Alright, so we went from 12,000 to 64,000. It's nice and quiet in this cab. I like this. So we have a little bit of money to play with now. So what we might actually do is we might buy some cows right away so we can start acting on this particular challenge that we've been, well, I've been, I guess, given. Alright, let's turn here. There we go. Now, I don't know if you guys like the in-cab view or the out-cab view. I personally like the in-cab view for some things, particularly when tractors have the a different sound inside. So it's loud on the outside and it's nice and quiet on the inside. So depending if the mod has an outside sound and an inside sound, I'll probably change. Like this one has a nice quiet inside, so it's easier to talk over. Whereas with the Fords, for example, you can't really talk over those at all, which makes it a bit interesting. So, all right, $64,000. So we could get one of the Abbey liquid manure spreaders, but we don't have any liquid manure yet. We could get 25 cows. Um, 25 cows. I don't know how much that would set us back. I'm not sure. So we don't have any milk, don't have any manure, don't have any silage yet, and we don't have any mixed rations yet either. But we do have grass in there, and we could get water easily enough. Alright, so I think that's what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and buy some cows right now. They're 2,000 each. Could I do the beef cows? The beef cows take forever to get ready. But I would need to transport. Yeah, for now we're just going to do regular milk cows because this will give us milk. So let's see how many we can get. So we're at 10. 20 will give us that 24,000. Yeah, let's stop at 20 for the time being. Apparently that train just keeps going back and forth, that's all it's doing. So we're at 24,000, so I don't know how much the liquid manure spreader is, but we can start getting money from milk now as well, assuming we actually produce some milk. Where are we here? Fertilizer, liquid sprayers, slurry. So that one's 13,000, so we could buy that one, and that's 25. So let's go ahead and sell the other bit of canola we have, and then we can at least buy that Abbey manure spreader, or liquid manure spreader, or at least be able to. But I think what we're gonna do is, yeah, we're gonna sell that canola first, so we get enough money for that. So they have enough water, they don't have any silage, they don't have any mixed rations. So let's give the cow some water first, and then we'll sell the rest of the canola. Alright. Just slow down, take this corner here. There you go, nice. So the one problem with the dairy cows is that they are a bit expensive. They're 2,000 each, so we only got 20 cows. So now we have 20 cows and 20 sheep, and our sheep are producing wool, but not a lot of wool. We only have 1%. Because I didn't have to fast forward time at all since last episode, basically. Just started where we left off. That's why we don't have very much sitting around. So let's go ahead and just drop this here. Fill it up. That's not too bad. So let's hop into our gas truck here. Gotta preheat the engine here. Oops, apparently it was already preheated. Just gonna grab a sip of tea here. Alright. That door is open. Okay, we'll just go out that door then. Alright, so we're gonna grab some water, give that to the cows, and then what we're gonna do is we're not gonna plant canola again, because by the time the canola actually grows, the Great Demand will be over. However, barley's at a good price right now, and we do need the straw, I should say. We need the straw for our cows, and we also need the straw because we can make silage with straw as well from the chaff. So we're gonna go ahead and do that as well. There's two different views here, so is this close enough to fill up? Yes. So we're gonna go ahead and fill up this truck fully because we have the money right now. Perfect, 4,200 liters. So let's go ahead and give our cows some water here. Eventually we'll probably get, oops, almost ran into the wall there. Gonna be okay? Yeah. So we almost ran into the wall. No. We almost got this. We're gonna get a bigger water trailer eventually, but for now, this trailer works really, or this, I should say, swap body, I guess you call it, works really nicely. So let's go ahead and give our cows some water, and they're gonna use all of this water, aren't they? Yep. So we're not gonna give them any water for the time being because we don't have the money to give them a maximum capacity. What's the next thing we can do here? Alright, let's go sell the rest of that. Let's rock the mirrors again. Okay, there's the wall. So this is one of the few mods I've noticed that actually has functioning mirrors, which is kind of nice. That's close enough. Turn that off. Turn that off. Let's hop into our fence again and sell the rest of this canola. And then what we'll do is I don't know what we're going to do after that, actually. Actually, you know what we could do? We could take some grass to the mixing station. Yes. Alright. Let's take the rest of this canola over to the place where we have the great demand. It wasn't the GB, or however you pronounce that. It was some other place. What's it called? The Zitopromet. Whatever that means. We want to drop this off before it goes to the next hour because it will change prices once we do that. So we're kind of... Our load's not as full this time, so I feel a little bit more comfortable driving a bit quicker. Last time it wasn't. It was topped off, so it was a little bit on the dangerous side to go too fast. We could have potentially spilled some of our precious cargo. Alright. Is this the right turn? Yes. No. But this will work, actually. Alright. So, what we can do is we're going to plant barley, and I'll probably do that off camera because barley's at a good price. I don't think I can plant soybeans because for a soybean planter, I believe the Alice Chalmers won't work for that. You need a corn planter for soybeans and sunflowers, I believe. There is one I could pick up. There we go. There is one I could pick up for 31,000, but I think it's a bit more important to get a way of spreading manure on our fields first of all, because we really need to capitalize on as much productivity as possible. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Alright, let's go sell this. This is a nice mod. I really like this so far. I'm really surprised at the price, actually. $35,000 seems like a bit of a steal for this powerful tractor. The funny thing is that some of the international harvesters that I think it's NA Modding did, I think, they are same price range and for an older tractor, basically. So maybe they're collector's items, I don't know. Alright, let's turn in here. Perfect. Let's hop over here. Let's back it up. Might as well, we got the time. 23,000 to 33,000, so we got 10 grand. That seems like a lot. I guess it is a high rate right now. It's on hard. I don't know why why I'm getting so much for that, but I'll take it, I guess. Alright, let's drive this back. And then what we'll do is we'll get a little bit of grass. So we're going to need this trailer. We're going to need the kid forage harvester as well. I'll show you where the mixing station actually is. Because it... Oh, I should have taken that turn. Oops. Can I turn right off here? No, I can't. Oh no, we're going the right way. Never mind. Yeah, so I'll show you where the mixing station actually is. It is not as obvious as you'd think. I definitely didn't realize where it was because I couldn't find it from above, like I said before. So, yeah, this is a nice little tractor. Not gonna lie to you here. I was a little surprised that the little levers don't work for shifting gears and stuff like that, because there's lots of other little things in this map, or this particular mod, sorry. So I figured all the joysticks would all work, but I guess they don't, which is fine. Alright, so here we are, we're in town. There's Clipsies, I guess. So this is Gibbies. Let's just turn in here. And let me just show you where the mixing station is. So I'm not actually going to go in there. I'm just going to turn this off and I'll show you. This is the mixing station right here on this map. So as you can see, let me just zoom in on the map. This is where I am, right here. So it's right beside the farm shop. So here's where we get our information from. I don't know how much it holds. I'm assuming it's similar. It looks like it holds more. So that's where you put your straw, your grass, and your silage. And if you come around here, you can actually go up the stairs right here. Up the stairs, there we go. And you can see here's the mixing station right here. And if you look at the end, there is a auger. And the auger goes to this little thing and goes over there. So let's take a quick little jaunt around there. Whee! Alright. So this is where you pick up your mixed feed from, I guess. Never said that, so I was kind of confused when I first saw this, but this is what it actually is. And there's no door there, but this is where you pick it up. I assume, I haven't tested it out yet, but based on logic, this is the only place that makes sense. Alright, let's hop back in our Fendt here and head back to our farm. So if you're wondering where the mixing station is on this particular map, we'll call it the Serbian farm, that is where it is. Alright. Actually, let's go check on our Ford. How's he doing? Of course, not doing our field at all. Just as I suspected. Oh well. That's what you get for hard workers, I suppose. That's the one problem. I only have in this middle field here, so let's... I wonder how much that our field is there. So field 72. 72 is 45,000. Could potentially buy a field soon, actually. Not yet, but soon. Alright, so let's just line this up again. There we go. At least we know where the end of our field is. That's a plus. There we go. Alright, hopping back in the Fendt, heading back to the farm. So we are going to turn left here, and we're going to go scoot out behind the farm shop over there because I know that is a better way to get back to the farm. Just on the left over here. There we go. Perfect. Alright, so what we're going to do next is we're going to pick up a little bit of grass and put it in the mixing station. We actually don't have a grass field, but you can get grass from anywhere on this map, so one of the positives, which is nice. Let's go over here, cross here. And the reason I'm crossing right there is because I want to know when the train's coming, because I don't want to get caught off guard with the train. One thing I noticed is that I'll show you this little spot at the farm where I think it's mud. And I think you can actually fill the hole in on this map. I'm not 100%, but I think there's actually sand on this map as well. And I think you can fill the hole in, but I'm not 100%. Also, I put a little bit of grass right there. Alright, so I'll show you where the hole is. So let me just take a wide turn here. There we go. So, watch this. So I go through here. Look how big this hole is. That's an enormous hole. And I think you can fill it with sand, but I'm not 100%. And I don't think I actually have any implements that will work. Let's unattach that. Go grab the Kid Forge Harvester. So I don't think I can actually... I don't think I can actually fill... I'm not sure. I don't have any implements that could actually fill it in with sand, but I think you can. I didn't read anything that said you could, but I didn't read anything saying you couldn't either, so I'm not 100%. Alright. So, let's back this up. I like to keep the reverse speed nice and slow. So that's why I'm moving so slow, but it also makes it so I don't make as many mistakes, which is nice. Perfect. Let's attach the PTO. Good. And I'm going to put the silage body on it. And I figure, this is my figuring, if I actually did have it like this, there'd probably be a little hole right there. But eventually I'm going to replace this Kid Forge Harvester and probably get the, I think it's called the JFT. I think that's what it's called. Where is it? Harvesters. Not that. This. The JFFCT ProTech. Because this tractor can use it. It has enough horsepower. Alright, so we want to change it to grass. And that's all I need to do in that screen. So let's go ahead and we're going to cut a little bit of grass heading towards the farm shop there. So we might as well do this, put it into work position. Someone actually suggested I could theoretically use the Renault to do this, which is true because the Kid Forge Harvester does have the work position, which is nice, so I could have used the Renault for this, but as you know, I sold the Renault. I tend to make the episodes a little bit in advance, not the day of, so I'm sorry if I do something that you already said I shouldn't do. That's the reason why, because I do make the episodes in advance a little bit. Not crazy in advance, like just a few days basically, so. Just so you can get an episode every single day. So hopefully you're enjoying the episode every single day as well. If you don't like the episode every day, let me know. I could always change it, I suppose, to space it out a little bit so it's every other day or something like that. But so far I'm enjoying the everyday. It's not too hard. Let's turn that off. I'm just going to head down to the farm shop here, basically. And we're eating through fuel with this thing. So normally I wouldn't take the Forge Kit Harvester with us, but it's just easier this way. So I'm just going to leave it attached. Going to head to the shop, and what we'll do is we'll drop off the Forge Kit Harvester at the shop. I'm not going to sell it, I'm just dropping it off there. So I can back this up, because you need to actually, maybe I don't need to back it up. I have to give this an attempt. Alright. Almost there. And what we'll do is I'll do this once, and then I'll do the rest off camera, because you don't need to see me filling this repeatedly. Once is enough. The tipper holds 24,000 when it's like this, which is nice. No cars. Let's go. So it makes our life a bit easier. So 24,000. Eventually, I'm probably going to upgrade to something much larger. Is that where I want to go? No. Don't know why I thought that's where I needed to go. I saw the big G. Alright, so let's take a nice wide turn here. Wait for the gate. There we go. And we're going to attempt to just drive straight through. And let's see if this works. What's the size of the tipper? It looks like we're good. Alright. What's hitting? Huh, that's strange. I have no idea what's actually hitting there. Alright, this time? Oh, it must be the Forge Harvester there. That's what I get for trying to do this. Is it really catching on there? I don't understand what's actually catching on. Doesn't make any sense. It looks like it's far enough away from everything, but I guess it's not. Painful. Alright, so we'll just do this. Let's see if I can drag this out now. Yeah, it looks like I can. Alright, well I guess we have to do it this way. That's fine. So I guess it was the actual tipper itself that was stuck. That's okay. So we're going to go ahead and back this up. I'm going to speed this up right now because it's a little slow to do all of this back here. Grab this. So I guess I don't need to get that close. Alright. There we go. Oh, you can do it this way. Okay, that's not so bad then. It is a bit awkward though with the roof there. If this were real life, this would definitely not work, but luckily for us, that works fine. So, all right. So, what I'm gonna do is gonna stop the episode there, with me just filling off that first, well, not that first, but I guess one of the bays for the mixing station. Let's see how much that put us into. So it holds 50,000 liters, so it's just a standard size, it sounds like them. That's the same as a regular mixing station. Alright, cool. Alright, so my name's Ian Robson. This has been Farming Simulator 2013, and we're playing on the Serbian map. Catch you guys later.